In the summer of 2011, the vibrant college town of Bloomington, Indiana, was uncharacteristically quiet as students wrapped up another academic year. On June 3, the eerie silence of the town was shattered by an event that would captivate the nation: the disappearance of 20-year-old Lauren Spierer, a sophomore at Indiana University. The petite, blonde code from Westchester, New York, vanished without a trace in the early hours after a night of partying. 13 years later, her case remains unsolved, leaving her family, friends, and the public with more questions than answers. Lauren's disappearance has spawned numerous conspiracy theories, Reddit discussions, podcasts, and true crime TV shows. Yet, despite all the attention, no one has been able to piece together exactly what happened to her that fateful night. In his newly released book, College Girl, Missing: The True Story of How a Young Woman Disappeared in Plain Sight, investigative reporter Sean Cohen sheds new light on the case. With access to never-before-released files and interviews with key individuals, Cohen uncovers crucial details that had been kept from the public until now. A night of celebration turns tragic. Lauren Spierer had just completed her sophomore year at Indiana University and was enjoying the social scene that came with college life. On the night of June 2, 2011, she joined friends for a typical evening of drinking and socializing. According to Cohen's account, Lauren started the evening at her off-campus apartment, attending a dinner party at a friend's place before heading out for what would become a night of heavy drinking. The timeline of Lauren's final hours has been meticulously reconstructed, showing her movements from one location to another. From a pre-game session at a friend's place, to a bar in Bloomington, to the townhouse of a fellow student. Throughout the night, Lauren lost several personal items, her phone, shoes, and keys, before she seemingly vanished without a trace. The chilling reality remains: despite an extensive investigation and countless search efforts, there is no concrete evidence that Lauren ever made it out of that townhouse complex alive. The search for Lauren. The immediate aftermath of Lauren Spierer's disappearance triggered a massive search effort. Friends, family, and volunteers scoured the streets, fields, and forests around Bloomington. The search was accompanied by a flurry of media attention, with local and national outlets picking up the story. Despite these efforts, the investigation faced a wall of silence from key witnesses, primarily young men who had been with Lauren that night but quickly lawyered up and refused to speak to authorities. These men, including Corey Roseman and Jay Rosenbaum, were among the last people known to have seen Lauren alive. Their unwillingness to cooperate with the investigation has led to rampant speculation about their involvement. Investigators searched lakes, rivers, and nearby wooded areas with the help of cadaver dogs, but no trace of Lauren was ever found. Lauren's parents, Robert and Charlene Spierer, were thrust into a nightmare they never could have imagined. In the years since Lauren's disappearance, they have kept her story alive, speaking out in the media and hiring private investigators to continue the search. The pain of not knowing what happened to their daughter has only deepened over time. Charlene Spierer once wrote an anguished letter addressed to those who knew what happened, pleading for them to come forward. Her words echo the frustration and heartbreak of a family stuck in limbo. You were with Lauren, you know what happened, and you know where she is. The letter reflects the family's ongoing hope for someone to break the silence and provide answers. But despite years of pleading, no new credible information has surfaced. A break in the case. Cohen's book, written with the cooperation of the Spierer family and drawing on the files of their private investigator Bo Dietl, offers a rare glimpse into the behind-the-scenes details of the investigation. One of the key revelations in the book is Cohen's ability to speak with Corey Roseman and Jay Rosenbaum, two men who were with Lauren in her final hours. Roseman and Rosenbaum have long been considered persons of interest, but both have maintained their innocence and refused to speak publicly, until now. In Cohen's interviews, both men come across as defensive and combative, providing little new information about that night. However, Cohen's access to surveillance footage not previously released to the public reveals a crucial moment at around 3 a.m. on the night of Lauren's disappearance. The footage shows Lauren and Rossman sitting on a curb, with Rossman making 2 phone calls. This has led to renewed speculation about who Rossman was contacting and whether those individuals know more than they've revealed. The book also delves into other theories that have emerged over the years, including the possibility of a serial killer targeting women in the area, a former Indianapolis police officer involved in child exploitation, and an inmate who claimed to know that Lauren overdosed on drugs and that her body was dumped in the Ohio River. Despite these wild theories, Cohen focuses on the facts, ultimately discrediting many of these claims as rabbit holes that led investigators nowhere. The Code of Silence. One of the most frustrating aspects of the case is the code of silence surrounding Lauren's disappearance. Cohen argues that several individuals likely know what happened to her, but have remained silent out of fear or self-preservation. He quotes a former Bloomington public defender, Stu Baggerly, who believes that young men of means are protecting each other from potential scandal. If one of them cracks, all of them are going down, Baggerly says in the book. This theory has led many to believe that Lauren's death was the result of a tragic accident, perhaps related to drugs or alcohol, and that those involved have been covering it up for years. Baggerly's belief reflects the deep distrust many feel toward the group of friends who were with Lauren, with rumors circulating about a potential pact of silence among them. Cohen's narrative points to one disturbing fact. 13 years later, there is still no solid evidence that Lauren made it out of the townhouse complex alive. The Spierers' civil lawsuit against Rossman and Rosenbaum in 2013 failed to provide new information, as the courts sided with the defendants, ruling that there was no evidence to suggest their involvement in Lauren's disappearance. The lawsuit was seen as a last-ditch effort by the Spierers to force the truth out into the open, but it did not yield the results they hoped for. The legal system has left the family without answers, while the people last with Lauren have moved on with their lives, maintaining their silence. The toll on the Spierer family. For the Spierer family, the emotional toll has been immense. Lauren Spierer described the anguish of living in a state of constant uncertainty. In Cohen's book, she recounts how she feels stuck on June 3, 2011, the day her daughter disappeared. With no answers, the family has struggled to move forward. Robert and Charlene continue to live in the same house in Greenburgh, New York, where they raised Lauren and her older sister Rebecca. The Spierers have amassed a mountain of paperwork related to the investigation, filling storage bins in their home. Each lead, theory, and piece of evidence adds to the growing pile, yet none have brought them any closer to closure. Charlene's heartbreaking words in the book reflect the pain that comes from not knowing. I would not say that we have grieved, because the not knowing keeps you from moving forward. A cautionary tale. Lauren Spierer's disappearance serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of college life and the secrets that can tear families apart. Sean Cohen's College Girl Missing doesn't provide the answers that the Spierers or the public desperately seek, but it does offer new insights into the case, filling in gaps and dispelling myths that have persisted for over a decade. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on this and other true crime stories. Your support helps us continue to explore important cases and bring awareness to those still seeking justice. Stay tuned for more content, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. See you in the next video.